I finally tweeted out the racer balancing for season 11 coming tomorrow. The Incredibles, buffs and nerfs to all the racers. So let's just get into it. So, hey Speedstars, join us as we break down the list of racing or racer balancing improvements coming to the game at the start of season 11. All right, racer balancing. Racer Sally. The aura size has been reduced by 20%. The skill duration has been reduced by 2 seconds. So this is pretty much, she uses her ability, her aura gets decreased by 20%, so it won't be as big. And the skill duration has been reduced by 2 seconds. Meaning, when you use her ability, she has the aura, that's going to be reduced. The amount of time that aura is out by 2 seconds. This has nothing to do, from what it seems to be, this has nothing to do with her stun. So when you get stunned and frozen by Sally, you're still going to get stunned, frozen by like that 3, 4, 5 second marker, which is crazy. She really needed either a top speed nerf, not really, but she was very fast for a cloak defender on top of her being able to freeze people for 4 seconds. Sally's still going to be strong. Her aura going down 20% is okay, but the skill duration has been reduced by 2 seconds of her using the skill, not the freeze. So she's still going to be freezing people for like 4 or 5 seconds, which is crazy. So she's still going to be strong. They're balancing her out. They're probably going to see how she does this season with that. They might nerf her more down the line. Maybe this will balance her a lot better, but her freeze is still there for 4 seconds. But that's not too bad. Hector Barbosa, the unique skill in the team versus team mode has been color coded. Pretty cool. Racer Hans, this is a big one. Racer Hans, his top speed has been decreased. Ever since Hans came into the game, he was by far the fastest racer in the game. His base top speed without crew or anything. This is the first time in like 5 or 6 seasons where they actually touched his speed. So his speed's been decreased. The amount of decrease, we're not too sure. But he's still going to be one of the fastest racers in the game because he was so overpowered in terms of top speed. But the fact that he still gets invulnerability with his normal activation, Hans is still going to be a fast racer. But this is the first time in history where the king of top speed gets his speed reduced and he might be dethroned. We'll see how much they nerf his speed. But this is the first time speed for Hans is getting decreased. So that's great for the game, great for the meta. Miss Piggy. Top speed has been increased. So we're going to go all of these real quick. So the racers that had their top speed faster is Miss Piggy, Minnie, Wally, Jack, Figment, Hades, Oswald, Mowgli, Woody. Now, I like this. Miss Piggy wasn't that slow, honestly, so her getting a top speed increase is pretty strong for her. She's going to be a lot faster. She doesn't have the best handling. She's going to be more of like that heavyweight top speed, but she's going to get faster, which is great. Minnie was in desperate need of top speed. She was like one of the slowest racers in the game, so that's great. Her unique skill duration has been increased, so her using like the nitrous or like going invulnerable, it'll be for longer, which is good for Minnie. This is great for Minnie. Wally was slow. Him getting a top speed is very strong, especially when he throws his garbage down and he gets speed boost. So this is going to make Wally a lot stronger. Jack Skellington. Before this nerf, or this buff rather, he was the fastest speedster in the game in terms of top speed. Now he's gotten even faster. He is the king of top speed when it comes to speedsters, and him getting faster with his presence ability, even if they don't single people out, and he got nerfed in part 2, Jack's going to get even stronger, which is good to see. Which is crazy to see, but he got even faster. I don't think he needed that speed buff, but it is what it is. Figment increased. Figment, for me, he's always been like relatively fast for a trickster. He's going to get even more viable now, which is amazing. Hades got increased, which is great. Great for Hades. Oswald really needed a speed buff. He got a speed buff. Now, Oswald got back-to-back buffs where he got a speed buff coming this season, and last season, when you use his charge activation, his autopilot, he doesn't lose his boost in the process. So you could like keep his boost and facilitate it a certain way while being faster on the ground. Oswald's going to be fast. He really needed this, and I'm really excited for this, for sure. Racer Mowgli, speed's been increased. Mowgli wasn't the fastest. He's like a mini Jasmine using his wolves, being able to stun and generate manual boosts. So Mowgli's going to be a menace. He's going to be like a mini Jasmine, or maybe even up to par with Jasmine. We'll see how much he gets increased. Woody's top speed actually got decreased last season, and now it's getting back to being increased. So Woody's going to be even faster. Probably back to what he was 2 seasons ago, but this is great for Woody. Randall. This is my favorite buff, or nerf. I like Hans' top speed going down. I do like that. I think Sally could be definitely better, but we'll see how that goes. But Randall now, every time you use his charge, he would generate one scream, and if you collect, I think it's 5 screams, 5 or 6, I think it's 5. Then he goes like beast mode, where he gets like that purple trail and he goes fast. It's similar to Barbosa when he gets uncurse, but now when you use his charge, he's going to generate 2 screams, which means 2 to 3 times you use his unique, his charge unique, he's going to go ballistic. You're going to see a lot more Randalls. Also, his uncharged unique skill now lasts slightly longer, so him going invulnerable or invisible is going to be longer. This is great for Randall. Randall has got a huge buff. In my opinion, this is the biggest buff so far. He's going to be a menace, dude. He's going to be fast. You're going to be seeing Randalls go beast mode more times in every race, because there'd be some races where you can't really get off his screams enough to get that boost. Now it looks like every single race you're going to be able to do it. He's going to have that, and then he's also going to be invisible longer. Very solid for Randall. This could throw Randall from like D or C tier, like right up to A easily, in my opinion. So this is huge for Randall. I'm very happy. Happy for Randall. Happy for you, buddy. So you got all the top speed buffs: Miss Piggy, Minnie, Wally, Jack, which is crazy, Figment, Hades, Oswald, Mowgli, Woody. Now Buzz. Buzz's charge or uncharged unique skills has been buffed. He didn't really need it. Buzz is good. His handling's low. He's got pretty good speed. His normal activation, having the rocket on his back, and then him like getting a boost with his charge, was already pretty strong, but now they're buffing both. So I wonder how that works. I wonder if the buff means it's going to make him go faster, or he's going to get more of like a speed boost with his charge. He didn't really need this, but I welcome it. I love Buzz as a racer, so Buzz is automatically getting better. Even better than he was. He was already S tier, in my opinion. High A to S tier. So Buzz gets better. Aladdin, his autopilot speed has been nerfed. When he uses his carpet and he's autopiloting, it was always very fast, so it's going to be slower. It's pretty much going down probably to like Calhoun or Lilo's or Oswald's speed with the autopilot. So they're just balancing out Aladdin, because he's always been really fast with his autopilot. But Aladdin's still going to be great. His charge is like what I prefer to use. I feel like using his autopilot normal charge is good around turns and stuff, or if you want to like avoid like any hazards around. But him using his charge, he goes fast anyway. I think this is good for Aladdin. They're pretty much making the autopilot function relatively the same between all the racers, between them, Calhoun, Oswald, Lilo, all those type of things. Race Anna. Anna's top speed got nerfed. She wasn't the fastest. She's great because she could maintain boost the whole time and being like invulnerable. But her top speed being nerfed is kind of big for her. It's definitely going to make her worse for sure. She wasn't the fastest in the game, like by any means. So them reducing her speed is definitely a big nerf for Anna. For the Anna fans out there, I'm sorry. Definitely not a good update for her, for sure. And then we got these last 3 or 4. Sergeant Calhoun. We fixed an issue causing Sergeant Calhoun's unique skill not to count points after driving over side bugs in team mode races. So now she's going to be working as intended. Calhoun, ever since she came into the game, she's been so buggy. So hopefully this smooths her out, makes her more viable. She could be a beast. She's pretty fast. She's pretty fast. So we'll see. Now she'll be getting her points, which is good, which she needs for her charge to be being able to go longer for her autopilot. Rapunzel. We fixed a bug which caused Rapunzel's unique skill not to reach power 4. So now her unique skill will hit power 4, which will make her stronger. And she's already a strong racer, so that's great. Rapunzel's working as intended. And then King Candy. We fixed an issue that caused players to get King Candy's unique skill after dashing another player. So you would dash a player and then you would get King Candy's skill. They're making it so it's like normal. You bash into people, you could hit them, and then he's got to get his unique obviously from item boxes or whatnot, or bashing as a trickster. King Candy doesn't get a speed buff though, so poor King Candy. And then Racer voiceover. This is a hot take. Racer Mr. Incredible will receive voice lines at the start of part 3 of the season. So I'm assuming Mr. Incredible is coming to part 1, but he won't have a voice line until part 3 in February, which is crazy because he's like the poster boy of the Incredibles, and he won't have voice lines. We have to be happy that every racer this season and mid-seasons that are coming, they're all going to have voice lines. But this is kind of unfortunate, especially for people who really care about voice lines. He's not going to get it until February, until part 3, which is unfortunate. So that's it, guys, for this. My whole idea real quick is Sally, they really needed to nerf her freeze. They didn't. Her aura is going down 20%, and the amount of time that the aura is going to be around is reduced by 2 seconds. She's still going to be strong. She's got her speed. She's got her freeze. So I don't think it's a huge deal with Sally. We'll see how she plays. Barbosa's whatever. Hans, top speed decrease is the first time since he came to the game. This is huge. There might be a fastest racer in Speedstorm depending on how much they decrease his top speed. So we'll see how that goes. I think this is good for like the meta because using Hans at level 50 is just ridiculous. His speed plus invulnerability is nuts. I think Piggy getting a top speed buff is great. Randall, I think, is the best buff in the season. He's going to be great. Watch out for Randall's. He's going to be able to go beast mode more times than not, and then he's going to be invulnerable more times than not, invisible. Minnie got the top speed buff she needed. That's great. Her skill duration is increased in terms of being invulnerable and getting boost, which is great for her. That's awesome. Wally really needed a speed increase, which is great. Jack Skellington did not. He's even faster now. He's like breaking away for top speed for speedsters. He was already the fastest, and now he's got even more. So that's kind of crazy. Figment increase is definitely welcome. Hades, definitely welcome. Oswald needed the top speed increase, so that's great. Mowgli also needed as well, so he's going to be faster with boost all the time, which is great for Mowgli. He's like a Jasmine now, like essentially. Woody getting his top speed back is good for Woody. Woody's a fast speedster as it is. Buzz getting his charged and uncharged buffed is awesome. Didn't really need it, but I love Buzz, so I'll take it. Aladdin autopilot, this is good for the game. He won't be as broken when it comes to his autopilot, which is nice. It's not going to be as fast. On a top speed did not need to happen at all. Calhoun working, hopefully she'll work. They've been saying this for so many pit stops now. Rapunzel's got her stuff back, which is good. And then King Candy doesn't really get any love, to be honest with you. So that's it for this, guys. There's also another pit stop. Earlier, I want to read through it real quick in terms of what's coming, the patch notes for Season 11. Disney Speedstorm Season 11, inspired by The Incredibles, is approaching fast, and the team has been working on changes and improvements to the game based on community feedback. So, Seasons and Golden Pass updates. A reminder to read all the upcoming changes to the length of some of the seasons of Golden Pass outlined in the previous community pit stop. Okay, so there's going to be a new inbox button, pretty much, where you could click on inbox in the main menu, and you'll be able to find different topics, like time limit events coming, community pit stops, maintenances, community activations. That's cool. They give you like a little box that you could look into to see what's like up and coming in terms of maintenance and stuff, and like what's actively happening in the game. So that's cool. Treasure Rush, I like this. To celebrate the holiday period, players will be able to participate in additional holiday-themed Treasure Rush timed limited events, TLEs. These TLEs will be an indication to the regular daily, in addition to the regular daily challenge Treasure Rush TLE currently in game. Players will be tasked with collecting some festive-themed items rather than coins. There will not be any limit on tries, and as a result, players will only receive rewards from completing the objective. So this is cool. They're not taking away Treasure Rush for this. They're actually adding a new Treasure Rush. Instead of collecting coins, you'll probably collect like presents or something Christmas related. And we'll see if the rewards are going to be slightly different since it's a slightly different event. Maybe more upgrade coins or something, or shards, something that can go towards progression of the account. So this is awesome. Good to see. Regulated multiplayer. Last season, regulated multiplayer was moved within the limited events menu. Regulated multiplayer events will still be regulated to racer level 30, but now racers will be required to have upgraded the racer they wish to use to at least level 30 in order to race with them. I'm pretty sure this was the same thing as last season, no? There will be some guest racers available to choose, but these racers will be exempt. So pretty much, if you don't have 3 of the racers that are guest racers, you'll be able to use them at level 30, which is great. If you have racers at like level 5 or level 29, you won't be able to use them in regulated unless you level them up to level 30. So what they're doing here is they're pretty much saying, hey, we want you to get on ranked, get more enticed to spend money, level up your characters, get the shards and the upgrade coins needed to get them to 30, and then you can play them in regulated. But regulated is kind of like, I don't know, it takes a few races to do regulated once per week. You get, 1,800 upgrade coins, some racer shards, and crew. So it is what it is. It is what it is. If you guys want to really test out racers that you have at like level 1 that you just unlocked, go to local free play, go under super fast at level 45 to see their speed and what they can be doing. But regulated multiplayer, you need them at level 30 in order to play them online. UI improvements. A racer class filter has been added to the racer select menu. This might be one of my favorite ones. Now when you go into your racers, you can usually like search based on alphabetical order, multiplayer rank, and I think that's it. I think there's one more. But now there's going to be a racer class filter. So when you go into racers, you could like select racer class filter and you can see all the brawlers that you have and what levels and NPR ranks they are. All tricksters, all defenders, all speedsters. So this is fantastic. I've been wanting this for a while, and now it's here. So this is cool. Shop. Offers for maxed crew and racers will no longer appear in the daily specials tabs. That's great. This pretty much means if you're maxed out on a crew or a racer, it won't be in the daily shop. I feel like they've been saying this for a while too, but you won't get duplicates, which is nice. Players can now instantly tier up or max out a racer via dedicated shop offers. So what this means is, say if you have Mega level 45 and you need, 48. Say if you need 48 shards to get her to level 50. The RNG might be like, all right, here's Meg, tier her up. You can get her to level 50, so it will give you the exact amount of shards you need, and this is going to be the price for it. The price will reflect. So you'll be able to get shop offers that is essentially going to entice you to spend money on tokens to be able to tier up or max out a racer or a crew or whatever it may be. I think this is cool. We'll see how this goes, but if you needed like 7 shards for Oogie Boogie to level him up and you only had 1, and in the shop there was only 1, you'd only have 2 out of 7, but now you'll be able to potentially get him to that next level up, which is cool. So I like it overall. I think it's good for the game. It's going to entice people to spend money, and the more money this game makes, the more they will be around and the more we'll enjoy it. So I'm all for it. We'll see how this goes. Racer voiceover. All 7 racers, including the 2 mid-season racers, will receive voice lines in game. Mr. Incredible won't get it till part 3, but at least they're getting all the voice lines for every racer. So you gotta look at the positives and the win when you can. We have no control over this. We could give feedback and stuff, but they're all getting voices, and the mid-seasons too, which is good. Racer boosts. Racers Davy Jones, Barbosa, Tiadama, Cruella DeVille, Maleficent, and Finkelstein will now be available to select in Racer Boost. I think that's great. My favorite is obviously the mid-seasons. Maleficent and Cruella DeVille, being able to do a Racer Boost every day to get some upgrade coins and shards for them is fantastic, especially if they ever become a Racer Boost racer, where you can get 2 per. That's great. Cruella's great, Maleficent's great. Definitely a win. And Season 9 Tournament of Vault Pass, essentially Wreck-It Ralph tournaments come to the game, and Hercules collections. So you'll get all the racers for Wreck-It Ralph, be able to do tournament. The Vault Pass for this I think is $7.99 USD. In my opinion, the Golden Pass and the Vault Passes are one of the best values you could do in this game to buy if you want to put money into it, because these Vault Passes, you go from like, if you don't buy it, you'll get 5,000 upgrade coins from last season. This is like an example of the Little Mermaid one. And if you buy the Vault Pass, you get like an extra 10,000 upgrade coins. So you're able to get 15,500 upgrade coins from buying the $7.99 Vault Pass for Little Mermaid. So it's a great way to progress your account, get the upgrade coins you need, and also get shards for all the Wreck-It Ralph characters, for example. The Hercules tournament coming, that's hype. Hercules and Meg will definitely be in there. I don't know if Hades will be, since he's a mid-season. We'll see. But this is great. Tournaments are awesome. I'm assuming Wreck-It Ralph will come in part 1, and then part 2 or part 3, the Hercules tournament will come, or vice versa. Tournaments will be available for racers Vanellope, Wreck-It Ralph, Sergeant Calhoun, Fix the Felix, King Candy from Wreck-It Ralph. Okay, this actually answered what I was just saying. In the tournament for Hercules, you're going to get Hercules, Meg, and Hades in there, which is cool. So you'll be able to get some more mid-season shards for Hades. Not too bad. Some Calhoun. So very good. And then general fixes and improvements. Various game crashes occurrence fixed across all platforms. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. This is everything you need to know going into Season 11, The Incredibles of Speedstorm. Treasure Rush is cool. That's big for me. I think the shop is pretty cool. It's good for the game. The Racer Boost, Cruella and Maleficent's good as well. And then, I just want to notice Hans, for the first time in history, is getting his top speed debunked. Might not be the fastest racer in Speedstorm anymore. We'll see. Sally could have done a lot better, but Randall is who to look for, in my opinion. Randall's great, and then a lot of people who needed top speed got top speed, aside from Jack Skellington. That's kind of crazy. But that's it, guys. Drop a like. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. It's coming. It's coming in like 14 hours, Season 11. We're going to be streaming it tomorrow around 8:30 a.m. EST, and I hope to see you guys there. Have a great rest of your day, and God bless.